Hey, Andrea. I'm just talking and my mic was muted. I'm waiting on um my guest. Hey, Fuel Mama, how you doing? How everybody doing? Mm, I'm waiting on Andrea. Waiting on Andrea. So while we are waiting on her, um, y'all know Andrea Nene Leaks um husband Greg just passed. You all, I hate to hear that. I hate to hear that. Like, that is devastating. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry, y'all. I was on mute. Oh, my God. Let me do my intro. All right, y'all. Yeah, that is sad. Big Mama, it is so sad that um of I think they were married 24 years, that he just passed. Y'all all know he was dealing with cancer and the cancer came back. So um they put him in hospice the other day. So when they go into hospice, most likely, it's is getting to the end. And losing a spouse myself, I know how difficult that can be for Nene or anyone for that matter. And when you have children involved, it's still devastating to the family. And I hate to hear stuff like that because I know uh, the pain and everything that family is about to go through. But y'all, we all have to travel that same road. I say that all the time on my live that a lot of times people, I've lost so many people that it's not that I'm immune to death, but I had to think about this thing. Hey, it's all hot air. I had to really, really um, go and search and understand death. But again, when you understand life, that's why I speak about your purpose on my channel. If you don't know why you were created, what your purpose is here on earth, you're going to be lost and you'll never understand. You'll never understand life itself. Life itself. These glasses are dirty. When you wear glasses, you don't realize how dirty your glasses is until you take them off and it's something on there that's bothering you, and you see how nasty they are. Good God of me. I need some soap and water for these things. But I have lost so many people. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I've lost so many people, eh, you know, that I had to really um, think about it. There you go, sweetheart. I had to really think about life and then again think about death. And death is so mysterious. That's why a lot of people don't understand it. Um, that's why it's fearful for some people. Yeah, death is fearful for a lot of people. But again, you have to understand life and your purpose, what you were created to do. Hey, Andrea.
Hey, Purple. Hold on a minute.
Okay, baby. And you have to understand your purpose. And if you don't understand your purpose, let me share it with you. Um, it's that very thing that brings you joy. That very thing that does your heart good, does the body good, does your mind good. Um, I understood it like in my I think I was in my late 30s. Yeah, my late 30s when I understood what my purpose is. And so when you understand that, you can understand death. And why death is so mysterious is because we don't know how we're going to leave this world. We don't know when we're going to leave this world. We just don't know. But in that not knowing, you need to know why you were created. Like what makes you happy? What brings you joy? Like my dear friend here, Andrea Lynch. A lot of y'all don't know this young lady has adopted children. She take care of children who are in CPS custody. So she have children after she has raised her own children. She's taken the time out to be a mother to children who are motherless and fatherless. That's the very thing that brings her joy.
And that's my
Mhm.
purpose. That is
Hey,
my
baby.
that is my purpose. Okay, that
And
brings
I
me
feel,
joy.
amen. And I feel like that's her purpose because that's something she loves to do. And that's what brings her joy to be able to help little children who do not have their parents. That's an amazing thing to be a mother
Yep.
to children who do not have their biological mother. That's an amazing thing. And it ain't too many people that can do that, that can give children a home. Because a lot of y'all don't know, a lot of those children be on medication.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
They be passed from home to home.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Which might cause them to have behavior issues. So for a mother to take on children that not even hers and love them as if as if she gave life to them. Mm-hmm.
It's joy. I'm telling you,
That's, yeah.
it's the don't get me wrong. I love my biological children. I love them to death. I birthed them. But I tell you, my adopted children give me the joy that I ain't never felt. They give me joy that just let me wake up in the morning and I'm ready to just do stuff with them.
Mhm. Thank you, Rosa, for the share. Hey, Derek. Derek, you want to join us on the panel? I'm gonna drop the link for you in case you want to come up here. How are you doing, Derek?
But that's
Well,
my purpose right there. I found my purpose at I found my purpose at 27 years old.
come on now.
I found my purpose at 27 years old when I started doing foster care. I've been doing it that long. That's why I found my purpose. And
Come on now.
they give me joy that there's no other. It's something about when they graduate from kindergarten, when they graduate from junior high. It's something about the joy that they give me, and
Mhm.
they keep me inspiration. They keep me going.
Mhm.
When
See, that's the
your
wonderful thing, and I
Mhm.
think people need to know their purpose. And um, I think Greg knew his purpose because a lot of people love Greg.
Oh,
Greg Leaks
mm-hmm.
was a man of peace. He was a man of understanding. He liked the peace, and he would bring peace among the women. And that's what they said about Greg and what they were going to miss because he was that guy that would always settle down the group of the Real Houses of Atlanta. And if y'all don't remember watching them, Greg was always, he didn't always jump up and take it over when they got into it. He always let things play out and he always rationalized their issues and made them come together and understand each other as the women. And if y'all ain't never got a chance to watch Greg in rap form on the Atlanta High, I did because that's my show. That's what I watch. Like I've been watching them since they started, since the Real House of Atlanta. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I started watching them. I was watching Orange County because Orange County was the first housewife thing. So I was watching them. So when Atlanta came about, I started watching them. They were the second of Bravo who came, and Nene was the one who pitched it. So I was always a big fan of the Atlanta Housewives, y'all. So I've been watching them for years. When I say years, years. But I was watching Orange County before the Atlanta Housewives because the Atlanta Orange County, and y'all don't remember, Bravo was paying Orange County. Nene them had been in like their third or fourth season or fifth season before she realized that Orange County was getting paid by Bravo, and she went back and told them. By then, the Real Housewives of Atlanta had became popular, and they had became like one of the number one house Atlanta housewife show on Bravo. So Nene is the one who went back and said, "Hey, y'all paying them, y'all need to pay us as well." Because at this point, we're number one. They had got up there and they had ideas. Now, y'all say, I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, when Atlanta came on the scene, oh, I didn't, and I don't want to make this live about the Atlanta Housewives. I just want to say this. People were saying that they didn't want to see black women tear each other down. But y'all don't realize that in that show that they get a lot of help. Like when Nene was looking for her father, her birth father.
Mm-hmm.
Bravo is the one who helped her when
Mm-hmm.
Nene needed therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Bravo is the one who stepped in and got got her therapy. It's a whole attribute to these shows. So I just wanted to point that out, and I want everybody to send prayers to Nene, because I think Nene has a YouTube channel. I,
Mm-hmm.
I just think, and I think Greg knew what his purpose was.
Mm-hmm.
Greg was a person that loved peace, and so I don't have a doubt that he's going to become their guardian angel. I hate that this happened because I don't like it. I know what it feels like to lose a spouse. So, and when you have children involved, is that's a whole nother story. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we just want to pray for them. We want to pray for um people who are on life support or is battling COVID-19.
Mm. And
Yeah,
Greg.
we want to pray. We want to pray for people because it's a couple of YouTubers. Let me say this: Jay Wilson is a YouTuber. Y'all heard me talk about Jay Wilson. Matter of fact, we talked about Jay Wilson a little bit during our show. Jay Wilson just lost his brother to
Mm-hmm.
COVID-19. We have a YouTuber who's battling COVID-19,
Yep.
who Andrea is very close to, you all.
Yep. And
Y'all,
we gonna
it's
keep
one
on
thing
praying
we
for
want to convey in this life. If y'all don't want to get vaccinated, that's cool,
you. Mm-hmm.
right? But what I want to say to you all that don't want to get vaccinated, be careful. Be very careful. I sat up and I watched T.S. Madison uploaded a video. She talked about her mom battling COVID. She battled it too, but she was vaccinated. And she didn't have the symptoms that her mom had. Hers wasn't that bad. Her mom's was horrible, you all. And you could see in the video the fear and how scared she was for her mother. Now they contracted it from her brother, you know. But you all, if y'all don't want to get vaccinated, that's cool. That's y'all right. But listen to me good. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
be careful out there.
Mm-hmm.
Wear
Yep.
your mask.
Yep.
Stand 6 feet apart. All right? Quit being around people, well, people that you know can have it and
Mm-hmm.
transmit it to you. Hey, Cars Q with Mike. That's all I'm saying about being vaccinated. Okay? Y'all don't want to do it. That's up to y'all and y'all bodies. But listen to me good. This thing is alive and well. And it ain't going nowhere no time soon, don't look like. Okay? So all I can tell y'all is to be careful, wash your hands, stand 6 feet apart. Don't be around people you like stay in quarantine. Stay
Mm.
your butt inside your house. If all you got to do is go out and go to the grocery store, do that and come back in. All that socializing and having people in your home, all that kind of stuff, y'all don't be doing that till they can get control over this thing. Okay? That's all I want to say. Andrea, you want to say something about it?
I feel this. I feel the same way. If you, I'm not here to tell anybody to get vaccinated. All I'm saying is, if you don't want to get vaccinated, shoot, don't be at no parties. Don't be out doing stuff because this thing is rapidly okay, and then you could be asymptomatic and don't even know you got it. So I'm just saying, I'm just saying.
Yeah, y'all just be careful. You
Mhm.
know. Hey Derek, y'all just don't be around people y'all don't know. Don't let people in your home. Keep your sanctuary clean and lights all down, you
Mhm.
know, and just be careful, you all. You know, we lost another YouTuber. Y'all know a lot of y'all don't know him, but Peanut Butter was a good friend of mine. And that broke my heart. Y'all, that tore me to pieces to know that that young man was gone because I had just talked to that young man. You understand me? So that hurt me to my heart, that he was no longer here. And me and him was supposed to meet up once I got home because he a Houstonian. And me and him had met up before. And I just enjoyed me some peanut butter. But that young man was only 35 years old and he passed away. So y'all, I don't want to get up here and hear one of my subscribers or my supporters have COVID and on like I don't want to hear that. Like I don't want to hear that news. I don't. So all I'm asking for y'all to do is to stay safe. Please be safe. Mr. Derrick, how you doing?
Yes, ma'am. Shout out and respect due to the purple Paisley-Lupus effect. Shout out to Andrea Lynch. How are you ladies today?
Well, I'm
You
good.
doing good,
Good.
baby.
Yeah,
I'm glad you was able to join us for a little while. Listen,
yeah.
let's get on with the show.
Well,
Um,
I'm about to step
baby,
off. I'm about to step off work in a few moments. I just want to say I heard your one of you ladies had mentioned what is that makes you happy. Well, because
mhm.
I'm in the medical field, we were taught to do no harm. And it's not just enough, in my opinion anyway, it's not just enough to work at a hospital. You need to understand the inner workings of why it is that you do what you do. And so what has made me happy is while I had my channel and I was able to go live, I was passing along information that can clearly be vetted in order to give people information that they may not have known. Now, whether you agree with it or not, that's not for me to decide for you. You have to do your own due diligence. And yeah, my man. Yeah. And so what it is that I have always been the type that because I know what I know and because I want to try to help my fellow man, that's what brought me joy. Now again, I don't know what's going on. I can't account for all the people that have passed, but I do know that the federal government is lying to us. I do know that just today, two people from the FDA and in the shot department, they resigned. So you have to ask yourself, why is that? Because they know something that they're not telling the general public. And my fear is that so many people on YouTube that I know that have taken this thing, I have to worry for them because I know what I know. And I actually sent Purple Paisley some information via email the other day to highlight that fact. Because my thing is to help people. Now, whether Purple Paisley wishes to accept that or not, only thing you can do at this point is show people, and they have to make their own decision. With me, the decision is clear. I will never. I'm not doing it. And like for instance, as a term of your employment, they want you to do all that. No, not me. And so that's why I am. And so you have to plant your flag somewhere. Now, for those who wish to, more power to you. But we also know, and then I'm gonna drop back down. My only question would be this: if everyone has been jabbed up, why are we still catching cases from people who are like Jesse Jackson, who was fully jabbed up? How do you explain that? How do you explain people dying that have been fully jabbed up? How do you explain that? The only way you can explain it is that what's in the jab is the issue. And so I just leave it at that. I don't get into it with my daddy who's fully jabbed up, my stepmama, my cousin, my brother who has 2 degrees who won't look into anything I brought forth. And so that's a personal choice. But I know for myself, like I said, where I'm at now, my days are numbered, but I'm working on that. But I will never, because I know too much about it. And my only thing is, and then I'll drop back down, how do you explain these people that are passing post-jab? That's all. So just to real quick, and then I'll drop back down. Like I said, my thing, what brings me joy is to try to give people information that they may not have known. And once they look into it, they gonna say, oh, I didn't know that. That's all. So thank you for having me on Purple Page, Miss Lynch.
Yes. I wish you could stay up here with us a little while longer, because we finna get up into some good topics, baby.
Well, tell you what, like I said, I'm my shift is over in about 29 minutes. So if y'all still on by the time I get to the house, I will pop back on. All right?
Okay. Sweetheart, thank you so much, Pierre.
All right. Well, y'all take care, and I'll see you in a little while. I'll be monitoring the chat, all right?
Okay. Okay, baby. Thank you.
All right. Salute.
Bye-bye.
Well, Andrea, let's get on with it, boo.
Yes.
So we won't have to be up here no longer than what we have to.
Okay, come on.
Let's talk about which one. No, this lady with this fake vaccination card.
Mm-hmm. That's a problem. That's really a problem, because it ain't just her. It's a lot of people are getting in trouble for this. They're flying to like Hawaii, Europe with these fake cards, and do they know when they get caught, they don't go to jail? This is a crime.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, are they making these cards so, hey, Fugal Mama, are they doing these cards so they can get from point A to point B? Are they traveling like outside of the country?
Yeah, they're traveling. She tried to go to Hawaii, where Hawaii got a strict policy.
Yeah, Hawaii is strict.
Yes, they ain't playing about this. So she went to Hawaii, and they just, I don't know, they just seen it, but they scanned it and know it was fake. And my thing is, this is where this makes me mad. The reason I say it makes me mad is because you're showing that you're vaccinated, but you're not, and then you're trying to pass it off. So you're trying to go to Hawaii and knowing you're not vaccinated, but you're showing a card that you are vaccinated. That's not right.
Wow. And I think how they was able to, and this is just my logic, I think how they was able to find out that it was fake.
Okay.
Because where you go in and have your injection done, you get vaccinated from y'all. I think they put that in the system.
Yes.
And so when they see that you've been vaccinated, they're able to check that you really been vaccinated.
Yes.
Because once you get vaccinated, even though they give you that little card, baby, you in the system as being vaccinated. And it will show I think it shows your first, when you got your first and last shot. So you all don't be around here trying to fake.
Yeah, because do you know you can get fed time for this? That is a federal offense.
Yes, Lord.
This man I see in New York, he was selling these cards, and do you know what he said he got it from? His girlfriend who works in the hospital. He's getting the cards from that. So they're scamming and trying to make money off of this.
Oh my God. Just like they had, y'all know they had a big thing about people giving fake vaccinations. Y'all remember that people was giving people shots, and those were that wasn't the real solution for the vaccination, like the Pfizer, the Moderna. Those wasn't the real serum. Y'all don't remember that at the very beginning when they started doing the vaccination, that people were somehow getting fake the fake injections for Moderna and Pfizer. Y'all, all I can tell you is go into um, a replicable place like CVS or Walgreens, Rite Aid, wherever you are, and take that shot. Don't be around here taking that shot from somebody you don't know,
Yeah.
because most likely that's not the that's not the serum. So that's crazy. For and like Andrea said, that's a federal offense.
That's a federal offense. You will go to federal prison, not no regular prison, federal prison, and then you have a criminal record. Is it worth it?
Yeah. Mike said, yeah, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? And I think Mike, you have the same concern as Derek. Like what's really in the vaccination? And why are people getting vaccinated but still catching it? Yeah, I'm not truly understanding that. Now, what I understand about the people that's fully vaccinated, that if they do end up getting on COVID, Mike, that it doesn't affect them as bad. And that's what T.S. Madison was saying about her mom. Now, her mom um has is it sugar water? Not sugar water, not sugar water, but um her what she was saying, her mom was really sick, and her mom had underlying issues such as rheumatoid arthritis. I have rheumatoid arthritis. So her mom didn't want to take the injection because she had rheumatoid arthritis, not because her rheumatologist told her not to take it, because my rheumatologist didn't tell me that. Because I called before taking the injection. Well, I asked one of my doctors, and that doctor told me to call my specialist and ask her, is it okay for me to take the shot? That's the only reason why I took it, is because my rheumatologist said it was okay, and she was advising all her patients to take it. But her mom have rheumatoid and high blood pressure. So her mom was against the vaccination. Well, what I understand from TS symptoms one like her mom's, and her mom's was tremendously bad, you all. And how she got her mom well is that it's a Methodist, Memorial Herman Methodist is all through Houston. I think they're all the way through Texas. Now, TS did research when her mom they all contracted COVID. She did research and found out about this infusion. And this doctor was recommending, if you contract COVID, to get this infusion. Now the infusion, she put the link in her description, and I just so happened, after watching the video, I just so happened click the link, click the went to see what it was, that what infusion she had, because when I was home, I took infusions for my rheumatoid arthritis, which is called Benlysta. Up here, they give me a shot, an EpiPen of Benlysta. I didn't even know it came in the EpiPen, but they give me an EpiPen of Benlysta. So the mom, you have severe asthma. The mom was so against it, but the mom was sick, and the mom still had like a cough. And T.S. Madison said that her mom was so sick that she couldn't eat. We've heard that people don't have taste, don't have smell. She couldn't eat. She couldn't hold anything down on her stomach. She was just so sick. So T.S. Madison did research, and that's how she came across this infusion that is being given in Houston at the um, Memorial Hermann Methodist. Now, Memorial Hermann Methodist is all of them. They have professional buildings everywhere, but their main hospital is downtown in the medical center of Houston. So when I seen that, I said, "Wow, they have, Houston Memorial Methodist up in Atlanta because um, TS said that they were able to go in and get the infusion. Now they were booked up, and she said that's what really helped her and her mom. Say that once her mom got the infusion, her cough wasn't as bad. She can kind of hold stuff down on her stomach and different things like that. So y'all, I was shocked to see that and the link said that it referred back to the Memorial Hermann in Houston. So y'all, that's what she did. Now I don't know what kind of infusion it is, but I know that I took infusions and I took them through Memorial Hermann Methodist. So y'all, be careful. Be very, hey Felita's way, hey baby. Be very careful, you guys.
Yep.
And Mike, you too, be very careful, Mike. I would hate, you know, to hear that but be very cautious of who you around, who you let in your home. Just y'all just be cautious, cause like Andrea said, somebody can be symptomatic and never be sick. They'll never know they have COVID and pass it around to everybody. We know that is how it spreads. Okay.
And now the kids are getting it a lot. The kids are getting it, I mean, a lot for real.
And we're gonna go on because it was two mothers that were not, I mean, mother and daughter,
yes,
that were not vaccinated, and they died. And they worked for the school system, didn't they, Andrea, in Miami?
Mother and daughter worked for the school system. They was both unvaccinated, and they died.
And they died.
Mother was a teacher, and the daughter was a food manager, and they died from complications of COVID.
Right. Oh, double barrel shotgun. Oh Lord. Mike, yeah. Y'all, all we can say is that y'all be very careful with this. Don't be around people you do not know, and people you do know, just be careful because we all know that's how it could be transmitted. Okay. So let's move on.
Now this school district is asking the employees, if you're a teacher, a custodian, a cafeteria worker, they want everybody to be vaccinated.
Yeah. Y'all,
because of the death of these two people.
And with school being back, y'all got to think about this thing. Y'all got to think about, like, I don't have grandchildren yet. Y'all. That announcement is coming soon, though. But yeah. And I'm excited about it. Yes, I am. I'm excited about it. But y'all have to be careful with your children. If you have underage children and is no vaccination, they still working on one. Y'all just got to be careful when you send your child out there to the school. You want to make sure the school they have some kind of setup where it's that your child is safe. You understand? Like, are they doing preventative measures? I know when I was in the Houston school district, whenever it was something such as this, we always had to take them damn workshops, y'all. And they always prepped us for whatever. When they had the school shootings, we had to do in service. When they had whatever the case may be, they would make us come in and we did workshop after workshop after workshop after workshop after workshop to protect those children because it's children 1st. Yeah, Houston Independent School District says children first. So when y'all sending y'all children out there, make sure that school is doing the preventive measures. Make sure your child is safe. If your child got to ride the bus, make sure they doing preventive measures on that school bus. You hear me? Y'all hear me? Because that's important.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, right, real mama, whoever controls the information control the narrative. People have 16 issues and they will blame COVID. Y'all, yeah. Don't just concentrate on COVID-19, focus on the building and your natural immaturity. Right. That's all we saying is that y'all focus in on how things are done when your child is going out there to that school. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because you want that school to be doing the right thing. You want that classroom to be safe for your child. You understand? It's the same thing about these school shootings. When they had the Columbine shooting, I was still working for Houston Independent School District. We had to take workshops for that in order to protect those children. What to do? We had drills. We had drills on that. They drilled us in and out, even when the children was at school. We had drills, just like they have fire alarm drills. You know, you want to make sure your child is safe. That's it.
I even asked my kids, how y'all sit in the cafeteria? What y'all doing in the cafeteria? How many people sit right beside you in the cafeteria? I showed it. I was asking them. Shoot, I was like, how many kids sit right beside you in the classroom? So I be asking.
And look what Felita said. Felita said that the buses here are terrible. They still pack these kids in those on those buses. Exactly, Felita. That's crazy. Why would you do that to children?
When you know they can't have a vaccine. That's just crazy.
And they haven't came up with a vaccine for children.
For children.
And children can be a carrier.
Yes, they can.
Let's not forget that. Children can be a carrier. Children can go in their schoolhouse and not necessarily get it from another child. They can get it from a teacher's assistant.
Yes.
The janitor. Okay, let's think about this thing.
Yep.
Each day, yeah. And child, look here, Felita, y'all. I ain't worked for Houston Independent School District in a long time, but in a minute. But if it was me, you all, I would be trying to make sure that the school is doing preventative measures. If I had children that I had to send back to public school, you understand? I would just make sure that they safe and they doing preventative measures. Because that school should be. It's because it's a public school. Yeah, they don't eat properly. Not a veggie on their plate. And inactive. How the body is supposed to fight off anything. Correct. Figure mama. I love my vegetables. You hear me? I love my pineapple. I love all my citrus because they say that citrus is what will help you. So I love all my citrus. You know, I buy my stuff already cut off, and then I buy those little oranges. Like I love all of that. I'm a fruit and a vegetable eater. So y'all take care of yourself. Yeah, that's all we saying. Yeah, you take your vitamins. You need your vitamins now.
Yes, yes. And I be have my kids with their vitamins.
Yeah, yeah. Take your Felita say no vitamins, real mama. Yeah, take your vitamins, girl. Eat that ginger and sea moss.
Yep, I give my kids vitamins. Shoot.
And I just ordered me some sea moss. The real sea moss. Now y'all know they got the fake one. Oh, they got fake everything, Lord. These people. But yeah, I take my sea moss too. You could take a tablespoon of that just like you do that vinegar. You could take, I ordered me some real sea moss, baby. Yeah, me that organic. Yeah, stock up on your vitamins. Yes, take your vitamins. Yeah. Y'all eat our vegetables. However way you can get it, baby. Okay, Derek said back in 2016, there it is. Laura M. Glass was a teenager who died a science project. That project involved social distancing. Go figure. Look into it. Oh, okay. All right, Derek. Now, when you get off, I drop the link again. You come up here and tell us what you say. What you say, real mom? Figure mama. I hate to hear that, Felita. My son got it too. Oh yeah, I forgot about real mamas. Real mamas must be talking about me. But I forgot about Fugle Mama. Her son contracted COVID all over his body, and I'm supposed to get him pumped up with unknown substances. Now I just can't. I pray for the protection. That's right. Well, yeah, I don't too much blame you, Fugle Mama. I remember when your son contracted it. I do. I do remember that, and it was a rash. You talked about it.
It was a rash.
Yeah, it came on her son like a rash.
Like a rash. Okay.
All over his body. That was a while back. That's been how long? I think that's been about 4, maybe 6 months ago, when COVID really got underway. Yeah. So yeah, eating that sea moss, eat that sea moss, and I will look like the next Swamp Thing. Now it'll do you good, Mike, because it's good for the body. It helps the skin, it helps the immune system, it boosts your immune system as well. Right along with your vitamins that you take or whatever you're doing for a regimen, it's good. So I like it. I mean, it don't taste that good, but you get used to it after a while, after eating it. Okay, y'all, let's move on to the next topic.
Hold on a minute. Felicia said, this is why people need to stay at home. But the people are not staying at home. That's what I'm trying to say. They're not staying at home. They're out.
Yeah, they out and about.
They're out and about. They're at concerts. They're not staying at home.
And that was back in January, I mean. And Fugle Mama said, yeah, they called it the COVID rash. And I think Fugle Mama's son 7. He's 7 years old. Yeah. So I do remember that. The American people are not guinea pigs, but they sure want to make us guinea pigs, Mike. They sure do. But y'all just be careful. So let's move on to the next subject. What's our next subject, Andrea?
Cam Newton.
Let's talk about the young man who was killed. What his name was? What the young man name was, child? Who they injected with a sedative. What that baby name? Elijah. Elijah McClain.
Yes.
Y'all remember Elijah? Y'all remember he was the young man that was walking home from work?
Yes. And he was placed in a chokehold by the police.
Yeah,
And he was injected with a sedative.
He was injected with a sedative, y'all. And the jury,
the grand jury, just came back.
Jury of Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And the police officer and the paramedic, y'all, they that was involved in Elijah's death, they were indicted. They were indicted
on 32 counts. On 32 counts.
On 30, yes, ma'am. Of killing that young man.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all believe that?
It took 2 years.
Took 2 years, yeah, because that's been 2 years ago, where that young man was walking home from work, and I think somebody called on her. And saying that he looked suspicious, and the police came and he was trying to figure out why he was being stopped, like why they was bothering him. And girl, they put that young man in the chokehold. Y'all don't remember that?
Yep.
Y'all don't remember that young man?
And they gave him a sedative.
They gave that young man a sedative. See, I ain't know all that. I didn't know that the paramedics them had gave him a sedative and killed that young man.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all believe that? It's just so much, you all. That's why I like doing the round table and having my co-host Andrea Lent, because she give me good information, that we can collab together with to bring to you all. I remember the story like today. I do. I remember the young man's family and the father. The father spoke out about the young man's death and how he thought it was wrong for them, which it was wrong, because the young man was just on his way home from work. And it was at night, in the evening. And someone called and said that he was walking down the street and he looked suspicious. Now, I don't know how suspicious he looked walking, just walking. But yeah, and he just wanted to know why he was stopped, why he was being harassed. And they let me drop the link for Derek again. Derek, I'm gonna drop the link for you again, all right?
But I'm trying to figure out why it took 2 years. It took 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years. Did it take 2 years because the family decided to file a wrongful death suit?
Probably so, Andrea.
So 2 years. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's too long.
That's too long.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, people forget about stuff and people get old.
Well, not only that, they can hide, evidence. 2 years old. People there that like that, they don't do right by us. 2 years before they indicted them, the paramedic and the officer. Y'all, that's sad. Very sad. Y'all. But we wanted to bring that to you. And what's the other one, Andrea? We did the fake vaccination card.
I wanted to do Cam Newton, the football player. The football player.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, let's talk about him. Go ahead, tell us about it, Andrea.
Cam Newton is a football player. He is playing for New England Patriots. He playing for New England Patriots, but he decided that he was against vaccination. Okay, but the NFL has new rules about if you get into be out and about and you get a virus, you're gonna lose some paychecks. So I believe, just as me, but he lost his starting job because he didn't want to get vaccinated. Okay. Mm-hmm. I believe he lost his starting job because he refused to get vaccinated. He said it's a personal. What did he say? It's personal. He don't have to say if he's vaccinated or not. But this is what I agree with him is. I disagree with him because if you're out there, you're the quarterback, you're gonna be slapping hands, you're gonna be touching your people. I feel like, and you with all these people in the locker room, you should be get vaccinated. That's just me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because you're around a lot of people. But I feel like he lost his starting job because he refused to get vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my own personal opinion.
Yeah, well, I think he should get vaccinated too, because football players, that's what you call that?
And mind you, he around football players, he around coaches, he around staff members, he around so many people. Okay. Mm-hmm. And mind you, he already had COVID. Okay. So to me, he already had COVID. He already missed games and stuff. And when they said that the NFL has a strict policy when it comes to the new year and about the players being unvaccinated and vaccinated, because if you get around and you potentially make everybody sick, you're gonna lose some paychecks.
Mm-hmm.
Not one, not two, a couple paychecks, and they're not playing.
Yeah, because football is a contact sport.
Yes, it is.
You gotta remember. Hey, Silverback, thank you for coming in, Silverback, Big Daddy. Hey, baby. Football is a contact sport. And then what you gotta realize, y'all, about football, when they practicing, y'all gotta remember they ain't in full gear. They not in full gear. Their arms are out. They might have on their shoulder pads. It depends on what position they playing. And they have on a helmet. All the rest of their body is exposed. All right. So when they practicing, they're not in full gear. They're not in full body armor. It's a contact sport. Football is very contact. You gotta they grab on each other and all that, to tackle one another. So when you think about that, like that's something you would think your players would be vaccinated because that's a contact sport. Y'all think about it. Think about it. It's not like baseball. It's not like tennis. It's a full contact sport. They tackling and everything in practice. They doing the same thing that y'all see them doing on that field. Okay? So y'all know football players had their life all of them do. Athletes had their life where they love to party. They love to be out. They love to be around people. They love to be out and doing things. So why not have them vaccinated? Why not?
I think it's a little irresponsible, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. I think it is too, Andrea. Because like I say, football is a contact sport.
Mm-hmm.
It's a contact sport.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, like I say, they not in full armor like what you see on Sunday on the football field, when they practicing, they don't have on they whole uniform. They have on shorts, they have on them shoulder pads, and they have on them helmets, and that's it. And they doing the same thing, tackling one another and everything. So I do think that's kind of irresponsible when you playing a contact sport such as football, because that means everybody at risk.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Everybody at risk. Everybody that's on that field at risk.
And then what about the ones who are going to parties and doing stupid shit? Just not because that has happened, and this is why the NFL have made a strict rule now. If you get in protocol with and you gotta be out, you're gonna lose some paychecks now.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, if your money's so important to you, maybe you should just stay at home until Sunday. How about that?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Because you guys, again, y'all don't know who the next person been around.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't know their lifestyle. So for that, yeah, I think so. I think that they should be vaccinated to protect each other.
Yep.
And like I say, that might not be the full protection, you all, but at least they won't be sick, that sick. That's the thing. The vaccination don't stop you from getting COVID, but hopefully it'll stop you from dying. Because we do know that if you're not vaccinated, how detrimental that virus can be to your body.
Yeah.
We know how detrimental that virus can be to the body not being vaccinated. All right? We understand that being vaccinated does not prevent you for getting COVID. What it does, it just, your symptoms are not, you have a better chance of living than not being vaccinated. Okay.
Okay. Our last one, Purple.
Come on, let's get with it.
About the seven black men who was supposed to be executed for raping a woman in 1951. A decade later, they have been paroled. They paroled. They're out now.
A rape that happened in 1951.
1951. Several men were supposed to be executed for this rape. A decade later, they've been paroled.
A decade later. Child, that ain't a decade. That's a couple of decades.
Well, they said a decade later. Well, it's a couple decades later.
Yeah, good. 19.
A couple decades later.
Andrea,
I don't think all.
Do you know that's like 60?
I don't think all of them survived. I really think I only see two men.
All of them can't be still alive.
No, I only see two men. And what state was this in? Because I know it's one of them backwoods states. Okay, I'm just saying.
Girl, 1951. Girl, you know that's over 60-some years that them men were locked up. Girl, they all can't be still living.
No.
Because what was the age? They was teenagers?
Yes.
They have been look like one of them still living by the photograph, Andrea.
I think it's two of them. I think it's only two of them still living.
Lord have mercy.
They were convicted by an all-white jury. Well, I'm not surprised. And it's in Virginia now. Oh, shoot.
That's Virginia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They was convicted by an all-white jury. and the white woman said that they raped her, and now they're being paroled 70 years after her death. 70 years.
Yeah,
now,
that's right.
and now Virginia wants to do the right thing. These men are done lost half of their life. Now they want to do the right
thing. They lost not half. They lost their whole life.
Yeah.
Girl.
Now they want to do the right thing and let them out.
Yeah, and give them pardon.
This pisses me off. This shit pisses me off.
Yeah, they done served their damn time. That was too long for a rape anyhow. You know they don't give rapists that many years. Girl, that like death. Like, girl, that's Lord have mercy. Them poor men, they done lost their whole entire life. Do you understand when they went in there? Maybe they went in 1951.
They did.
Girl, in 1951, girl, wasn't no civil rights. None of that. Girl, all that was going on. Well, it wasn't going on back in 1951 because it been started to the 60s. But girl, time has brought about a change. And for them men, I know they done lost family members.
Mamas, daddies.
Girl, yeah. And then, do you know how is they gonna just being locked up that long? Do you know the mentality of those men? Their mentality, they train the thought ain't even right. Because they've been locked up for so long.
See, and this is where I feel like they should be taken care of for the rest of their life.
They should.
That's how I feel. They should live in a nice house, drive a nice car, be taken care of for the rest of their life.
Expunging their record ain't gonna do no good. Hell, they done served.
Thank you.
3 times their damn sentence.
And they too old to be working. They be old to be working.
What they gonna work for?
Yeah.
Girl. Yeah, they need to be taken care of for the rest of their life by the state of Virginia.
Yep.
1951. Lord have mercy. That's a long ass time, y'all, to be locked up. And time has changed. Do you know how difficult that's gonna be for them, the ones that's left? Because by the picture, it don't look like it's 2 of them left. How difficult it's gonna be for them to live outside of being locked up that long. Can y'all just imagine? We got cell phones, we got smart TVs, we got iPads. Technology itself has took over.
Even cars, you can push a car and they start. They don't even know how to do that.
Yeah. Girl. After spending 69 years in jail, he outlived the prosecutor. Thank God. Derek said in Philadelphia, it was a black man was up for execution after spending 69 years in jail, and he outlived the prosecutor. Child, he probably outlived the prosecutor, the judge, and everybody else. 9 years. You know, that's terrible. That's sad. Like, the system really need to be changed. Like, I don't know what have to happen for the system to be changed. That's sad. That's sad. So
what should happen is I feel like if the men keep saying they're wrong, I feel like more DNA tests, more try to find them some good lawyers to prove they're innocent, and not they spend a half of their lives in the prison, and then y'all come and find out they're innocent. Then if that's the case, you should be start getting sued and be taken care of for your rest of your life. You spend that much time in prison and you didn't do it. There's the state. If the state start getting sued behind that, they'll stop doing this stupid shit.
Yeah. And few might say, why are we surprised? It happened all the time. They've been locking up innocent people. Yeah, you're right, few mom. I'm just shocked that this, like, this here is what this 1951. 1951, they were allegedly convicted and sentenced. They spent that long. Like, yeah, we shouldn't be surprised, but I'm shocked at the years that they gave these 7 men. Like that was surpassed. And they weren't even, they were innocent. Yeah. They were innocent. About convicted to spent that long. And they just now giving them pardon. No, the state of Virginia need to take care of them for the rest of their life because they're up in age. What can they do? What job can they work?
They have what Social Security they gonna have?
Yeah, what Social Security they gonna have? Like what?
Like what?
And if they give them that, it's the basic. The bare minimum. They can't make it off of that.
Yep.
You also, it's sad. Is that the last one?
Yeah, I think that's the last one. Yep.
Well, you all, me and Andrea, thank y'all so much for coming and listening to us for another episode of the Round Table. We don't like to take this show like over an hour. We know that it could go over an hour because of some of the topics that we be talking about, we be discussing, but we try to discuss topics that that can educate us and to know and for you all to be aware of, what's really going on, that you might not, stories you might not hear about, So Derek says that this virus, let me read let us see, the vaccination are the ones that generate the new cases confirmed. I don't know how true that is. Derek, hey Absol, hey baby. Thank you, Real Mamas must be talking. How is Real Mama doing? She must be really talking about me because I've been calling her name since she's been up, since the live been going. I hope all is well with her. Y'all, we got to keep one another uplifted. We got to keep one another in prayer. Y'all know I ain't been live in a minute. Just because I have real life stuff going on in my real life, y'all. So sometimes YouTube takes secondary to that.
And I ain't been live either. I've been trying to keep kids' homework done. School don't start it. So that's what I've been doing. Shoot, real life going on.
Yeah, it's like real life stuff, we have going on. So a lot of times, y'all be missing us, but we're trying to get back on track and bring y'all, information that y'all might not hear about, that we like to discuss. But we like to have people up here on the panel to discuss with us what we be talking about. I dropped the link, but y'all, we coming to the end of the round table. So I want to acknowledge everybody in the building. And then I want to thank everybody for coming once again to another episode of the round table. Cars Cues with Mike. Thank you, baby, for stopping in. Felita's Way, thank you, baby, for hanging out with us and hanging in here with us and enjoying. I hope you enjoyed the round table. Fuga Mama with Boys, thank you, baby. Thank you, baby, for coming and hanging out with us. I appreciate you all. Rosa, thank you for moderating as always. Who else came in here? Oh, Silverback. Hey, Big Daddy. Thank you for coming, Silverback. I appreciate you, and I hope you feeling well. Silverback was not feeling good, y'all. So we wanna keep each other uplifted because he hadn't been feeling well. But thank you for dropping in, Derek.
Yes.
You know I appreciate you anytime, child.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you can come up here and hang out with us and talk with us, we love to have you up here on the panel with at the round table. We love to have you here, baby. So I appreciate you for coming in. I appreciate all of you. I hope I got everybody. I spoke to everybody. Absol, thank you for coming in. I know you came in a little bit late, but thank you. And I want to thank all my replay watchers. Thank you. Thank you for always catching my replay and watching me again. I appreciate y'all as well. I want to talk about my bushwatcher. Thank you too for hanging out with me and being in the bushes. You know, they don't always drop down, so you got to thank everybody. But I also want to thank my lovely host, co-host, Andrea Lynch, who always show up and show out for me.
Thank you. You're welcome. No problem. No problem.
Always show out for me. So I appreciate her so much. Thank y'all all. Thank you for Leaders Way for stopping in. Thank y'all all for coming. You know, I can't do this without you all. So thank you so much. You know, I'm always glad that we have a little time to spend together. And as always, y'all stay blessed and not stressed. And y'all know we always sending you my love.
Yes.
Y'all stay blessed. Good night now.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Andrea. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Absol. I hate you came in late, sweetheart, but hopefully you could catch the replay or catch us next. Oh, y'all, let me tell y'all this. The roundtable changed. The schedule changed to Wednesday at 2:00. Pacific Standard Time. Y'all know that's West Coast time for me. So we on a different day and a little bit earlier. Okay. So don't forget the round table has changed to Wednesday at 2:00 Pacific Standard Time. And again, thank you all for coming. I appreciate you all. Good night.